Hi everyone. I don't think I introduced myself last time, but I'm Christina Ritter, if we haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet. Um, Hannah, I want to talk about a few things you said because I found myself nodding the entire time and really agreeing with a lot of your points. And you talked about the fact that sometimes campus is the student safe haven. Um, Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. We talked about sometimes the fact that campus is a student safe haven, and we need to make sure that our community is their comfortable place and is where they can go to feel celebrated. Because you're right, maybe they go home and their parents and family and friends don't accept them, and so we really need to remember that maybe our institutional community is everything they have and their only place to feel comfortable and accepted. You also talked about the concept of our holiday break that we very correctly deem holiday break, but then we don't go the extra mile to actually make sure that we're not showing a preference towards any sort of privileged group. And we definitely do demonstrate the Christian privilege, because even though we say holiday break, you're right. If we're playing Christmas music from the clock tower and showing red and green colors, then we're basically disregarding the term holiday and still essentially celebrating Christmas break. And we need to make sure we're not favoring Christianity in all of these holidays. So we need to make sure that we have the colors and the songs of all religions if we're going to do this right. In terms of praying for you, that phrase you mentioned, I noticed that is thrown around very quickly. That is thrown around very quickly in our offices and in our classes even, and we need to remember that unless we actually know that individual and we have that intimate relationship where we know their religious affiliation, we can't just throw that phrase at someone when someone falls ill in their family or there's a death in the family, because even though I am religious to some extent, it even makes me uncomfortable when people I don't know that well will say, oh, I'll keep you in my prayers, I'm praying for you. And I know they mean well, and it's not a malicious thing, but it stems from that ignorance again, which is the core of the problem. You can't make that inappropriate assumption that someone is religious or Christian for that matter. And, in the workplace when people say that, I feel like it's a little bit inappropriate and uncomfortable unless you know for sure that that's how they feel and that's what would comfort them. You're actually doing the opposite, and you're probably making them more uncomfortable with their situation. So awesome point just to reflect on that. I liked that you brought up Caitlyn Jenner because I am choosing to do my project on gender identity, because I think it's sort of coming to light right now with all of the different things going on in the media, with celebrities coming out and being spokesmen and women for it. And, I think you're right. People have the total wrong idea here with saying how hot she is and how sexy Caitlyn Jenner is and how she's more beautiful than Kris, and we're pitting women against each other when the whole point of this is so far from superficial. Bruce didn't become Caitlyn to be sexy and beautiful. He became Caitlyn because that's who he's been all along, and we're missing the point by celebrating her physical beauty. We should be saying we're happy for you. You look great because you're so happy and you look so comfortable in your skin. Good for you, Caitlyn, not wow, that dress is amazing. You would wear that better than Kim. It's ridiculous, and it shows that we still don't quite have a grasp on the concept of gender and gender identity as a society yet. I like that you asked us to watch the Pantene commercial for the Sorry Not Sorry campaign, and I wish that TV would show that more as a commercial, because what a great message, and I need to plead guilty to doing that all the time. And I'm glad you brought it up because I want to be more aware of not using sorry as a preface to my sentence when I'm uncomfortable and I need to be more confident. And I definitely do when I approach a boss or a faculty member or a stranger that's male in society, I automatically go to that, oh, sorry, but you dropped this. Why would I say sorry that you dropped something and I'm helping you, Or if I have a good idea, why would I preface my idea with sorry? Shouldn't be sorry for something unless I've actually done something wrong. And I think in general, women do that way more than men. I don't really hear too many men saying that. Granted, I'm sure some do, and not all women do. But generally speaking, I think being in the subordinate sex in society, we're often subconsciously doing these things that make us seem inferior, and we need to be aware of them. So thanks for bringing that up. Running out of time, but Carla, I like your idea of a living space that can be used for prayer that is non-denominational, where everyone can come in and feel comfortable. And I can see it being a little controversial depending on the campus, but I think if we could learn to accept a space where everyone is welcome and celebrated, it is such a great idea. So thanks, everyone.